Okay, in this lesson, we are going to be getting into AI video generation. This is KlingAI, and it is the current best video generation model available. Not only best generation video model available, but also most cost effective. There are some other good ones. There is Sora. There is Google's, what is it called? Google's VO. There's a bunch of other ones. There's some, you know, less good ones, there's some pretty good ones, and then we have what I consider to be the best one, not only in terms of production, in terms of video quality, but also, for that effective cost generation. We are going to be taking a look at how to get started here with Kling video generation today. So what I've done is I've logged in. You're going to need to log in and create an account, of course. And then you're going to want to head over to the AI video generation section. Now, I have already uploaded a little picture of our cat that we previously generated in our image generation lesson. So all we really need to do, and this is pretty simple, is choose the model we want to generate with. This is our latest model, 2.5 Turbo, which works very well. Also, is a little bit less expensive for some reason than their previous model, 70 tokens, 50 tokens. Now, your options are as such. You can generate videos of 5 or 10-second length, and you can generate up to 4 outputs at the same time. That means if you want to try 4 videos at the same time and choose your best result, kind of like we were doing with image generation, you can do that. That being said, generating videos is not quite as cheap as generating images, so I generally like to do one at a time. There is also the standard and professional modes, which will give you both good results, usually, but have a difference in cost. So there's a 15 token generation, there's a 25 token generation, and of course, like I say, you can shuffle around between the different models. They actually all work good. Yeah, 2.5 turbos later. So what do we do? Pretty simple. All we do is we take a look at the scene and we describe what we want to happen in that scene. So maybe the black cat uh, turns around and rolls and jumps, something like that. And the wind is blowing in the grass. And okay, that's fine to start. Let's do a little 5-second generation output, and we can go ahead and we can generate that up. Now that's on the go. Here are some generations that I was previously playing around with. Oh, I forgot to mention that Kling actually generates sound as well. So let's give a little watch to one of my previous generations. I was working on a cinematic trailer for one of the video games that I've been working on. So as you can see, we've actually got sound, footsteps, we've got particle effects, and we've got the base animation. Here's another one I was. Okay, so then the idea is, in theory, if you wanted to sequence together a longer movie, well, you could do that kind of frame by frame by frame. Uh, so this actually pairs really nicely with our image generation. As you can see, we're still generating up our kitty cat here. Some models have the option to add an end frame to what you have a start frame. Start frame, end frame basically means you want the character to start here and end up somehow over here, right? So you're trying to control the starting and then the ending, and then hopefully Kling's going to be able to fill in the blanks. So here's our kitty cat. That's actually pretty adorable. I love that art style. That's really pretty art style. I'm not sure what else to tell you. This is going to be a pretty simple lesson because there's not much you really need to learn other than Kling is really probably your best option. Like I say, affordable, most affordable. It might cost somewhere around, let's say anywhere between 10 cents and 30 cents per video generation, depending on if you use professional, if you use 5 seconds, 10 seconds, which models you use. But that's kind of thing. You can also do other things. For example, you can control the camera. For example, let's say The cat sits and purrs and looks happy while the camera zooms away to reveal the wider landscape, right? So you can do camera controls, you can do character controls, you could do panning around your character, you could rotate. You could also uh, do something like the cat and sits there and purrs and looks happy, and then you could say a cute puppy enters the scene, right? Enters the scene. Now, we don't have an image of a puppy, but we don't need one because we got our starting point and Kling is going to actually fill in the blanks. If we ask for a puppy and we don't have a puppy, well, it's going to give us a puppy. There's also the option to generate text to a video where you can basically skip the input source of an image and just say, okay, that's something like a, a super kitty flies no, not flies. Flies through the sky. Wait, now I'm confused. Which flies is that? Flies through the sky? Anyway, let's super kitty flies through the sky. Right? So you can just do text prompts to video. You can also do, of course, your image to video. Now, this video is being generated in the same video resolution as my source image. So if I wanted a landscape video, like so, right? For like YouTube or whatever, my starting image should be of the correct dimensions to support that. Otherwise, Kling will generate whatever dimensions of starting image your starting image is, whatever dimension of video your starting image is. So these are all going to be square videos. Okay, let's take a look at our kitty. This is going to be the camera zoom, or should be the camera zoom. Anyway, yep, there we go. Well, we got our happy little kitty. I'm gonna actually turn that sound off. That didn't really that was not a very good sound generation, but we've got our happy little kitty and the camera zooming out. That's such a beautiful artwork. I just love that. And then we've got this one should be the cute puppy enters the scene. Oh, there's our cute puppy. Wow, he's so small and cute. It's jeez. That is that is that is pretty adorable. Um What else can I tell you? There is, with Kling, you've got the option to actually generate AI sound effects if you just want to do text to audio. I haven't played around with video to audio. I don't really know what that is, but Kling does actually have a bunch of interesting features besides just video generation. But our purpose here is video generation. Oh, look, here's our super kitty flying through the sky. That is not the greatest. Yeah. I mean, it's technically not wrong, but there's not too much dynamic energy in that scene. I might have wanted to give a more descriptive text prompt to get a better read. But there is really not too much more to learn. It's really easy to generate up videos. Now, there is also this effects category, which is kind of cool. So you can browse through different pre-applied effects that are sort of like prompted and created and scripted by Kling, and then you can upload your own image. So, for example, this zoom in Earth special effect here, I actually tried that one out over here, and actually came out pretty cool. So, here's our zoom in Earth, and right into our little kitty cat. That I think came out really cool. I like how that forest kind of just materializes. And yeah, that's really neat. That's a really neat effect. That's a great intro to like a storytelling video or something, right? Like long ago in a quiet little forest, and we zoom in on our location. Just some great storytelling options here. If you're creating YouTube videos or whatever the case may be, and you're looking for a particular type of effect, there are quite a bit of effects to choose from in the Kling library. Of course, you can design your own, but the pre-designed effects are pretty well polished to create a certain, a certain effect. Uh, we won't get into every feature of Kling, but they do have straight up AI sound effect generation, which is pretty cool. And a couple of other things, like I say, not really related to this video, so we won't get into those. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Have fun creating. Again, links to everything will be in the description area of this video, and so you can find your way over to Kling.